Grenade right there on Dan RadioStyle. Hope everybody out there's doing fantastic. 5 manifesting little secrets. Oh, these awesome little secrets. A lot of us forget this stuff. I don't know. It's like, most of us know this. I'm sure you've read it or heard it. If not, if this is fresh and brand new, awesome. Welcome to a very fun and exciting experience with manifesting and creating life. It is the earlier steps for all of you that have been in this. Well, come on, don't lie. Like, remember how crazy it was when you first started seeing all this stuff everywhere? Now it's like, I got to focus on stuff and I got to love myself. Like some of the, it's gotten into some of the good parts that really change the world and change our experiences. But needless to say, it's good times. So, 5 secrets. First, this one's awesome. Universe always delivers. Always. I get a question a lot lately, and it's like every once in a while I come up with a good idea, at least in my mind, for how to answer some things. But, there's people that may be worried about a second relationship going on with your person, right? You might be concerned. You might be like, oh, how can this work out when they're with the other person? Now, when you truly understand that the universe always delivers, like Neville Goddard's talked about, right? And then you would prune all your thoughts, right? If you truly understood that your thoughts actually were what controlled this whole outcome, right? If you truly, because we have other thoughts that contradict that. Some of you are like, well, but Dan, I think this too. And it's like, well, I believe you do, but you probably doubt that from time to time, maybe possibly too. And that's where some of these differences lie. But if someone's in another relationship, but they're definitely going to be with you, right? Because that's what you're manifesting. That's what you know is going to happen. That is the outcome you're creating if you truly, really know that. Then what happens is that relationship has to break up. Has to by the very nature of the fact of what's going to manifest, that must break up. So really worrying about that, it's like, no, that's going to end. It has to, right? So it's kind of that understanding of if things show up that aren't necessarily in line with what you're trying to manifest, well, you probably are misinterpreting them or there's some sort of good reason for them. But whatever the case is, they probably can't stay like that, right? Because this is what's happening. So it's always good to remember and to really know that the universe does deliver, and it does. It really, really helps. Just one of the big secrets of truly getting down this path. Number 2, it's good to feel good. Yeah. It's awesome. It's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to enjoy all this stuff, enjoy this ride. And I will say, honestly, early on when things really matter and when you're really scared about something or you're really worried about whether you're going to have it, yeah, it takes a lot of the fun out of it. I'll be totally honest. But we also talk about how it generally makes it harder to do that when you put that much pressure, right? When you in a hurry and they're trying to speed something up just implies that you're getting that it's not here right now. So you keep focusing on that, and that's really not helping you out. So again, it's one of those things where you enjoy the process. It's coming. It's happening. Dinner time's coming, as I've said in recent videos. It's in the process of being created. I know it's mine to have, so it's just however it unravels. And sometimes, in all honesty, that's some of the fun, right? Like certain things will happen along the way, and it's just like, that's totally related to my specific person or my job or my whatever. And you see that wonderful little moment. And it just, it's awesome. And it just makes you realize, wow, today was one of those days where I got one of those cool little markers. So always fun and try to enjoy it. It really does. It keeps you in a better mood, by the way, or you're in a better mood. So thusly manifesting is easier. All these things do tend to tie together. Number 3, tune into your loving feelings. Yes. When we push our agendas, that tends to slow it down. The universe knows what you're trying to create in the big picture. Let it happen. I just did a show where it's like, let it do what it does best, right? Like, let it happen. Stop trying to micromanage. Stop trying to decide how it should happen, because there might be parts of what needs to happen that you might not like. And if you were given the choice, you'd be like, I want everything in life to be perfect, and I never want to feel pain. And some would argue that there's a lot to be learned by going through some of these experiences that we sometimes go through. Helps force us to embrace new ideologies because our old one no longer works anymore, it seems, because now all of a sudden I'm in pain. What is up with this? So it's helpful when we let it all play itself out the way it should. When we tune into why we're doing it, love of people or just love of something or anything that just kind of feels groovy and good. Run down that path in your mind every once in a while and enjoy it. Stop. Pull the flowers up and be like, oh my God, they're in my hair. I just look cute. Right? Whatever you might do. That's just me on the weekends. Just saying. Number 4, fun. It's truly the purpose of all this, man. Fun. Not just the band Fun. I've been playing a lot of them. Got their CD. I might have it lying around so I could even do a senseless plug. It's not looking good, though. Bummer. Oh, hang on. Bam. Just because it was suddenly worth all the effort. Great band. Anywho, fun. It's the purpose. Why we're doing this. It's for fun. It's fun to actually create stuff. It's fun to actually see it working out. It's fun when these things start to unfold and open up and blossom and bloom, right? Like there's that flower, that cactus, right? In the desert, and like every, 7 years or something crazy, it opens and blooms just for like a day or something, right? Like, do you hate that bloom? Do you hate it? I mean, I heard it smells kind of weird, but do you dislike that? I mean, the fact that it takes 7 years to come to that place and then finally does open. There's a beauty to that. There's something to that. I don't know. Longevity. So again, do we hate processes for the way they unfold sometimes? We really need to remember it's happening how it should. If something seems bad, then it's obviously meant to steer, meant to be a contrast. I don't know, because this is what I'm creating. I don't know what that is right now, but this is what I'm creating. So, okay. Like, that's interesting. That's part of the joy. And eventually those things tend to be more fun and more interesting and more entertaining and, sometimes frustrating, but not nearly as often. It's very cool. All right, number 5. What you really want to do in this whole thing is you want to put your intention out there and just watch. That's really, like, try something small. Like, for those of you that have manifested the small thing, right? Like, you've done the small thing, but you probably use some sort of crazy technique, right? What I want you to do is imagine something small. Like, I love to use Agnes as an example, and it's just because it's a good one, and a lot of you guys know Agnes. And if not, there's this lady, Agnes Vivarelli. She's an awesome channel. She does stuff, too. You should check her out. So that being said, we do stuff together every once in a while. Agnes talked about this shirt. She had a shirt. She saw it. Actually, I should take it back. She was wearing a shirt. She was wondering if it came in other colors or that's how she bought it and it was only one color. Whatever the case was, somehow in her mind, she was wondering if there was other colors of this same shirt. So that's it. That's all. She didn't do anything else, did no other techniques, did nothing. And that's my point. Nothing. And she was going on a walk, and hanging over the wall in one location on the way was that shirt in a different color. Ha ha! Question answered without doing a darn thing. So my point is put your intention out there on something fun and small, just something that you don't care about. Maybe finding a realistic denomination of money on the floor or something. And Pamela, I think that's unfair to you, by the way, because you always find money all over the place. So maybe you're not the perfect one on this because you're just like a money finding machine. You got to try something harder. Right? But that being said, put your intention out there. Just like, yeah, I'm going to find $5. And then just let it go. Don't worry about it. Don't make it crazy, though. Make it easy because it's more fun this way. And it really does prove my point a little better than if you make it really, really hard. Might take longer. Whatever. Make it easy. Put the intention. Let it go. Don't care about it. Don't think about it. Don't wonder about it. Don't ever even ponder it ever again. Let it go completely. And when it happens again, then let it be like, oh, that's it. So that's my point. Most of the time, just a little bit of an intention is enough to create what you're after. There's so many techniques. There's people selling books. There's all sorts of stuff out there. I know. Heck, I'm wanting you to watch me every day. So we're all trying to get something out of this, right? But whatever the case is, your intention's all that really matters in this big game that we're playing. So do it. Test it on the small scale without doing anything else. And then you'll start to understand, really, it is the mechanics, and it's how much we get in our own way when we question everything. Why don't I have it yet? Why don't I have it yet? So many of us wonder that. Why is it not here right now? Why is it not yet? What about tomorrow? It's not yet. So we're always focused on it not being there. That's why it's not happening fast enough. Maybe not in all cases. I'm sure there's plenty of cases where somehow the fact that you're noticing that it's not there often and trying to do something about that is somehow not what I'm saying. I'm sure there's probably. I'm sure there is. So these help you get to that manifesting. These are the little secrets. And it really is fun. It's all these things. It's all this. It's not supposed to be a challenge. That's why someone can make an awesome list of 5 secrets that are simple, sweet, and delicious, by the way, and probably low calorie. I'm just saying. They're probably very low calorie. I'm sure I read recently anyway, they're gluten-free as well. So I'm just saying, these 5 secrets, gluten-free and good to have. Hopefully this makes a difference. Hope you guys enjoy and be coming back with another show tomorrow. Have a good one, you guys.